What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about how to beat the narcissist at their own lying game. And before I get started, I want y'all to pay close attention to the picture that I use for this voiceover. If you pay close attention, you'll notice that it is actually two pictures. It's not one picture, it's two pictures. I have one picture that I took earlier today when I was riding around the lake with my son. And I used it and edited it out with a painted picture. And you might be asking, well, why does it matter? Well, it's going to kind of help describe a narcissist and the way they lie so much. If you don't really pay attention to the way a narcissist express themselves or just the way they communicate in general, all the lies that they tell you will go clean over your head. And you'll be easily deceived by them time and time again if you don't kind of like second guess them. Because narcissists are so good at creating these false narratives and just doing everything they can to paint you as a bad person that sometimes they do so much they can't even keep up with their own lies. It's like someone who's juggling a bunch of balls and they take on more and more balls until it becomes too much for them to handle, and then they drop the balls. Eventually the narcissist will be exposed for who they are, but a lot of times it takes a long time before that happens. And so that's why, if you can beat the narcissist at their own lying game, it's good if you just go ahead on and do so to cover yourself. Because if not, they're going to keep on trying to, convince other people that you're just this horrible person. And the more people that they tell this to, it's just like as time goes by, before you know it, they'll have so many people believing them. But once you realize the type of games that the narcissists play and how much they lie, you're going to have to decide, like, is it worth clearing your name? Especially if you have to deal with this in the workplace, because this is where they're most powerful with, doing these things, is in the workplace, because they want to turn people against you. And I say that because I remember a time when the narcissist, she used to say this a lot. And for a long time, it went clean over my head. At the same time, I didn't know that she was doing this to me. And I was wondering, why are so many people against me? But she was playing both sides. The whole, divide and conquer thing that they do. It's like she had spoke so badly against me to all my other coworkers. And I was wondering, why don't they like me? And she would be like, I don't know why they don't like you. See, that's the type of games that they play. And that's the way they gaslight people. She wanted me to feel confused and feel like I'm losing my mind and question myself over and over again, like, damn, am I tripping? Did she just give me a dirty look for no reason at all? And then the narcissist would know the whole while why the person gave me that dirty look. It's because of the lies they put in the person's ear about me. But the narcissists have to keep up the image to be like the person who's neutral, the peacemaker, the one who just don't understand why they don't like you, or, to them, why I don't like them. When she's the one who created this whole world of hatred, of them against me and me against them. And then she just sit back and just enjoy the show. It gives her, it's a thrill to her. That's why I say get ahead of them. That's why I use this picture. It's like, you can kind of look at it as like you're on a racetrack and you're getting ahead of the narcissist. You're playing them at their own game. And the way to do that is to cover yourself and let everybody know the thing that the narcissist has been saying, that's exactly how you feel. And so at that point, the people on the outside looking in, they're going to be like, well, somebody's got to be lying. Somebody's telling the truth and somebody's lying. And then only time will tell who they're going to believe. So you just do your part and just let it go. Just go ahead on by your business. And how to do that is just to say this one thing. Whatever you heard about me, don't believe it if you haven't heard it from me yourself. Because trust me, the narcissist has already been around the job or been around town saying it same exact thing to people. After they've done so much to try to damage your character. After they've done so much to make people, dislike you. They've said that same thing. And the crazy part is they do this because they start to feel like a little bit of it has gotten out of control. So dang, let me hurry up and go do a little bit of damage control and say this. That way it'll kind of make it look like she will go around talking about me. But you know how the people are going to, determine who's telling the truth and who's lying? It's because they never heard anything from me. Everything they've heard so far is come from this one person, and it's the narcissist. They are the common denominator in the whole situation. And so that's how you beat the narcissist at their own lying game, is by clearing your name from anything that they could have been saying about you that is totally false. And then that's it. That's all you have to do, and just sit back and watch, their world fall apart, and watch how people start to question them and kind of look at them funny, because there's no need for them to treat you that way. They're going to start to, question themselves and be like, dang, I don't know why I didn't think of that. They may even start talking to you about a lot of stuff that the narcissist have said behind your back, which is something they should have came to you with in the first place. But then again, it's all up to you how you want to deal with those individuals going forward after you clear your name, especially depending on the circumstances and stuff, like how they treated you once the narcissist lied to them so much about you. I would probably just don't deal with them at all, but I would consider the things that they tell me, just for the sake of knowing, learning more and more of the narcissist tactics. So yeah, that's all you have to do. It's just let it be known that whatever you heard about me, it's not true. Don't believe it until you come to me yourself. And they'll be wondering, like, why did she just say that? So yeah, that's just something to think about, because I went through it, and I still have time to do that, because I have to report back to the same workplace and with the same people. And I know narcissists, they don't change. So I kind of got the upper hand on that for now. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Leave your comments down below, and I'll talk to you soon.